Good morning, friends. Wonderful to be with you today for Tabata Monday. All right, if you're not familiar with Tabata drills, we are working for 20 seconds, resting for 10, working for 20 seconds, resting for 10. We do that for 4 minutes. So it's 8 to 20 second sets of work with 10 seconds of rest in between each. For that period of time, we're going to be doing one exercise or 2 very similar exercises. Our first drill today is going to be step-ups. So you're going to need a chair or maybe the stairs in your house. Maybe you have an aerobic step, a plyo box, or maybe even a really strong coffee table, something that can support your weight. So we're going to be doing step-ups. If you don't have a surface to step up onto, then you're going to be doing forward lunges, okay? Forward lunges. We're going to do one side for 20 seconds, and then we're going to do the other side for 20 seconds. If you would like an additional challenge, then I encourage you to hold a pair of weights or one weight or something with some weight to it. Carry like a dog food bag or a couple of bottles of laundry detergent or something like that, okay? All right, we're gonna get started in 3, 2, 1. All right, we're planting that heel, we're pushing upward, we're leaving that foot on the chair or the stair or the box. Make sure your foot is all the way on the surface. Your heel should not be hanging off of it because we're pushing, rest for 10, we're pushing up through that heel. We're practicing not pushing into the knee. We don't want to push into the knee. Let's go. We're going up, and then we ease it back down. Up through the heel and the glute. They're doing the work of getting us up. And in fact, to prevent yourself from pushing through that knee, I highly recommend picking up your toes. Rest for 10. Pick up those toes, okay? Push through the knee, push through the heel, pick up the toes. Well, let's go. Exhale at the top. Pushing up, up, up. Ease it down, don't just drop it. Rest for 10, then we'll go into the other side. Ready? Let's go. Pushing on through. Big exhale. Toes up. Chest up. Keep that knee over your heel. Rest for 10. We are halfway through these. Going to the other side. Knee over heel. We're not letting that knee come past the toes. This is that technique that I was talking about last week, where if you find that when you walk up the stairs, your knees hurt, rest for 10. It could very well be because when you walk upstairs, you do it like this, right? You plant the ball of the foot and the toes, and you push through the knee. What you want to do is plant the heel and push your body upward through the heel and the glute, keeping the knee over the heel. Give it a try. See if that changes. One more round on each side. See if that changes the way your knees feel when you walk upstairs. Go. Exhaling at the top. Move those arms if you're not holding weights. Don't just let them dangle. You could just hold them here, that's fine. Rest for 10, but don't just let them flop around. We're ready. Well, let's go, last one. Later in the workout, we're also going to be doing, we're going to need a towel at some point. I think it's going to be our last exercise, our last drill. Rest for 10, or take a little break. All right. So next up, we're going to get onto lower body. Ooh, looks like I'm having a little technical difficulty here. So 1 second. Facebook, y'all stay with me. Hang tight. I need to refresh on the mind body. And let's see if that works. Sorry, Lynn, we're back now. Okay. All right, next drill. We're gonna curl for 20 seconds and overhead press for 20 seconds. So grab your dumbbells if you have them. If you don't, then you're gonna be doing push-ups on the floor. You're gonna be doing some wide angle push-ups and some diamond push-ups. You'll alternate every 20 seconds between those. All right, guys. Starting in 3, 2, 1. All right, we're curling, and we're gonna stick with a traditional curl. Just palms out, all the way up, all the way down for our entire set, for our entire 20-second set. Rest for 10, and then we're going for our overhead press. Weights up. Here, this is where we start. And let's go. Pelvis is tucked in nice and tight. Shoulder blades stay down. Shoulders stay away from the ears. We're not shrugging, right? Keep the core nice and tight. Rest for 10, and then we're back to our traditional curl. We'll turn this way. Roll those shoulder blades down and back. And here we go. Keep the pelvis tucked in. Exhale on the way up. Don't let those weights pull you forward. You stay in control, okay? Excellent. Rest for 10, and then we're back to our overhead press. I'll do this one from the side as well. Ready? Let's go. All the way up. And exhale on the way up there. Rest for 10. Keep moving together, or keep resting. Everything's just a little bit brighter here. And then we are back to our curls. Let's go. Rest for 10. And then back to our overhead press. Ready? Let's go. Let's remember the importance of the 20 seconds in the Tabata. Get your whole seconds of work in. Don't start late. Don't finish early. Go all the way from buzzer to buzzer. It's getting hard. Rest for 10. And then one more round of each, you guys. Ready? Tuck in that pelvis, roll the shoulder blades down and back. Here we go. Don't let those weights pull your wrist. Don't let them weigh your hand down so that your wrist is bending. You don't want to be here like this. Curl them in. Keep them right there. Rest for 10. And then we have our overhead press. Last round of these, guys. Ready? Let's go. If it starts to get really heavy, you can turn it into a push press. Slightly bend the knees. Give yourself a little help there. Excellent. All right. Next up, we have some swings. So we're gonna grab a weight that's ideally a little bit heavier than what you would normally use for upper body work. We're gonna do single arm swings, 20 seconds on one side, 20 on the other. If you don't have weights, a really, really good substitution is laundry detergent, a bottle of laundry detergent. But you can also use soup cans or your water bottle. If you don't have anything at all, you're still going to do a movement with this. It's a squat with a single arm swing. You're just really going to get deeper into that squat than the rest of us are, okay? All right, we're getting started in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Put the other hand on the hip or out like so. Just don't let it dangle. It's a small squat with the hips thrusting forward. Rest for 10 and then we'll go to the other side. If you have a kettlebell, that's what's ideal for this exercise. And go. Just stop about parallel to the floor. There's no need to be all like, woo! Kind of slows down your momentum and it's not quite as much work. And rest for 10. We'll look at it from the side. We're ready. Let's go. Be aware, this is momentum. We're thrusting the hips up. We're letting the arms swing. We're not picking it up. Rest for 10. In fact, when I'm swinging, I'm holding the weight like this because the force of gravity, I guess. The momentum just keeps it in my hand. I don't actually have to squeeze it to hold on to it. Rest for 10. We are halfway through these. Ready? Let's go. Big exhale right here. Thrusting those hips forward. Little bitty squat. Push the hips back. Keep the chest up. Switching to the other side. Ready? Big breath. Rest for 10. And then we have one more round of each. Let's go. Big exhale, right there. Rest for 10. And the last round of these guys. Ready? And let's go. Almost there. Excellent. right, we're gonna get some tricep action in. We're gonna alternate between our skull crusher and our tri pump. I was gonna do overhead extensions and dips, and I remembered that we did that once, and it almost killed me. It was very, very, very challenging, and I think you all agree with me. So, which is not a bad thing, but I'm not about murder today. All right, guys, getting set up for your skull crusher. I guess I'll bring this guy down here with me to make it a little bit easier. So, bridge the hips, if you like, totally optional, you don't have to. In 3, 2, 1. Hips are up, weights are up. We bend and extend. Bend, extend. Don't let those elbows come forward. Keep them right there. Nice and narrow. Exhale on the way up. Rest for 10. And then we have our tri pump, aka rock 'em, sock 'em, relax. Elbows are at 90 degrees, and we pump. Holding the bridge is optional, just a little extra something if you want it. This is a small movement, like pistons firing. We're not trying to punch the sky. We're resting for 10. Back to our skull crusher. Hips up, weights up. Let's go. Bend, extend. Straighten those arms all the way. Give it a nice bend. Rest for 10. And then we are back to our tripod. Ready? 90-degree elbows. And we pump it. So make sure you're not over here, right? Keep those elbows at 90. And give me that little bitty quick pulse. Remember, it's only 20 seconds. Rest for 10. You do anything for 20 seconds, right? Hips up, weights up. Here we go. Find a spot on the ceiling that your elbows cover, and don't let that spot become uncovered. That's how you keep your alignment there. Rest for 10. And then back to our tripod. All right, let's go. Make sure your weights are not weighing your wrist down. Don't let the wrist be like that, right? Keep the knuckles in line with the wrist. Keep going, keep moving, guys. We're almost there. We have one more round of each. Ready? Here we go. Bend, straighten. Keep those elbows tracking. Keep them narrow. Rest for 10. Last round of tri pump coming up. Last round. Let's go. Pump it, pump up the jam. Stay with me. We're almost there, you guys. All right. Quick little break. And then we're going to move on to, we're going to do hamstring kickups. We're going to use the chair. And we're going to do a chest press at the same time if you have weights. If you don't have weights, that's okay. No big, it's fine. you'll just do the kickups. And if you don't have a chair to do the kickups on, you'll do them on the floor, like so. Okay. If you have your chair, get close enough to it so that you have a perfect 90-degree angle at the knee. It is not like this, okay? The back of the heel rests on the surface of the chair. The other leg is going to kick up, and we're going to chest press while we do this. After this, our exercise is going to be those, we're going to be in a plank and we're going to be sliding the foot out with a towel or a disc underneath the foot, or if you have carpet, you would use a piece of plastic or a cardboard. So be thinking about getting those things together after this drill, okay? All right, guys, we are starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. A little bit closer. Rest for 10. Exhaling at the top there. If your chair gets away from you or you get away from your chair, just scoot back in and let's go. The foot should be flexed on both legs. Both of those feet should be flexed. Rest for 10. We're going back to the other side. Ready? Let's go. If this is an exercise you don't do often, it probably feels like your hamstrings are going to cramp up. So take the opportunity between sets to really stretch it, like pull it back and stretch it, and that will help. Let's go. Big exhale. Keep those feet flexed. Keep that leg up. Rest. We are halfway through these. 2 more rounds on each side. Ready. Let's go. Make sure this leg isn't going like this, right? We're keeping that leg up the whole time. Rest for 10. Ready? Let's go. Ease your butt down, don't just drop it. 1 more round on each side. I'm going to take a break from the chest press so I can reserve my energy for all those planks we're going to be doing. And let's go. Rest. Last round with these guys. Well, let's go. Almost there. All right, so move our chair away, and set our weights aside. Grab your You may have a disc, slider disc. So a towel, a disc. Towels for if you have tile or hardwood floors or laminate like I do. If you have carpet or if you're on a rug, you're gonna wanna use a piece of cardboard. It could just be from a box or a piece of plastic. It could be a paper plate. Lots of options there. So what we're gonna be doing, you're gonna have one foot on your towel and you're gonna slide that leg out like a clock. And if your head is at noon and your feet are at 6 o'clock, you are trying to get that foot to that quarter hour or that 3/4 hour, right? To your 3 or your 9, depending on which leg you're doing, okay? So I'm gonna have to sort of adjust my positioning because of my plant over there. 20 seconds on one side, 20 on the other. I'm gonna start on the left side. You do what's right for you. We're going in, let's see. Yeah. You're going in 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. The object of the game here. Don't do this. And don't do this. Get the butt down, keep it down, keep your hips in alignment with your shoulders. Rest for 10, and then we're going to the other side. Ready? Well, let's go. Set your gaze about 12 inches in front of you. Don't watch your feet. There's no benefit to watching your feet. Rest for 10. I'm gonna try this. I think it might be okay. All right, guys, other side. Let's go. I'm on my elbows. You can do this on your hands if you like. Rest for 10. You should feel most of this work in your core and in your shoulders. If you're not feeling it in your abs, get the butt down. We are halfway through these. I think I'm going to try the second half on my hands. And let's go. I forgot to mention, if you don't have a towel, you are simply tapping the foot out and then bringing it back in. Ready? Let's go. And maybe you don't get it all the way to 6 or 9. Maybe all you got is like 7. If that's the case, that's okay. Just do your best. We have one more round on each side, you guys. Let's go. Keep that head up. Keep that butt down. Keep the wrists directly under the shoulders. Or if you're on your elbows, keep the elbows directly under your shoulders. Last round. hardest things we do. All right, we're done for today, friends. Thank you for being with me. Y'all are amazing. And I will see you the same time.